We off?
30 seconds of carefree bliss.
Oof, like wind in your hair carefree.
Oh, like using Clorox Disinfecting All-Purpose Cleaner in the home carefree.
Yes.
Like dog slobbing on the coffee table and cleaning it with Clorox Carefree.
He's on a roll now.
Spit toothpaste on the faucet.
You got it. You got it.
Peanut butter on the light switch.
Oh, spritz, spritz.
Spritz, spritz. Clorox, man. Clean feels good.
Okay, we're back.
Use as directed.
Running a business comes with a lot of what-ifs. But luckily, there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku. And it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what-ifs into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Ladies and gentlemen,
please enjoy Eejits of the World!
Cha-cha-cha. With you,
Glenn Wool, and you,
Andrew Maxwell. This week on Eejits of the World, we have Facebook Marketplace.
Oh yes, and Philip Schofield.
Mizzy, the TikTok prankster star.
We have some very poor police work in Australia.
Oh my god, horrific. Flatulent Romans. We also have drunks in our houses.
Every night. We have a gambling footballer.
We have a gambling footballer. We have thin-skinned superpower militaries.
Yes. And tune in to find out which one.
And the phone at the bottom of a reservoir.
Boom, boom.
What a selection of Eejits we have for you.
Yes, it's been plentiful,
hasn't it? Since last, and I will put myself into the script.
Wow.
Yes, last weekend, myself and my wife went away to our friend's wedding in rural Scotland. We left the builders. They were meant to be doing a bit of decking for us. A little bit of decking. Got back on the weekend. I'd given them all the wrong instructions, and they built a border post. It is a border post. I do mean it's like literally a tower, a border tower.
Give you a reason to buy that rifle you've always wanted.
Oh yeah. I'll be with this thing. I'd just be happy with a spud gun. Honestly, it looked like they needed to be floodlit and just aspirational East Germans fleeing through my garden.
Yeah. A 1980s screwball comedy where somebody drives an RV through it.
I thought this was a vacation. Yes, it's all fixed now. Thankfully, my missus managed to fix my problems. And the other thing is, I don't know if you've noticed this. There's a thing in the world of getting rid of stuff, right? A man will get rid of it through the system of a skip.
Yeah.
Or just take it, load the car up.
Down to the tip.
No. This is what I've discovered from my wife. There's a thing called Facebook Marketplace. It's a whole parallel system.
It's heaven and hell, but yeah.
Yeah, where what happens is you have got some rubbish as a husband, and your wife goes on to Facebook Marketplace, does some sort of shady deal with somebody else's wife, and then another baffled husband shows up after work with £7.50 in cash, and then takes all your garden slabs away. And it happened 3 times this week, and every time the dude was like, I'm here for the just tired, just like after work, 52-year-old man after work. I was told the thing I have to collect, and I don't even know what she's around. Yeah, there's the stuff out in the back if you want to get it. I don't know.
So it's just lucky dip.
Yeah,
He's just got to go back there and find something he thinks his wife might like.
Anything you want, buddy. Just take it. You've
That's
already.
not where we keep the good stuff. In a pile in the backyard.
It's just ridiculous. Every time, I don't know what I'm giving away. I just go, look, there's that bit in the middle. Anything out of what's left is going to become a bonfire.
Yeah. So. Anything off the third shelf, you should set up a little game. You gotta knock over some milk jugs, and then anything off the third shelf, you take it.
That's it, and you're getting the old barbecue now, sir. Are you sure? You've already given me £7.50 in cash. In a cashless society, I can't.
My wife used that when we were moving, and she put on like a night table, and it was heavy, but she put it on for like 10 quid. And the guy was like, yeah, okay, I'll come. And then we put a picture up and everything. So he shows up the front door. I carry it all the way down the stairs. I carry it out the stairs. I put it in front of him. And he's like, looks a little different in the picture. I'll give you $7.50 for it. And I just went, nope. And I picked it up and I took it in the house. He was like, okay, but I'll take it. Slammed the door.
No.
And he was just there like, that's haggling. Don't make me carry something down the stairs. You do your haggling at the top of the stairs, son.
That's some dirty haggling right there.
Dirty haggling. And yeah.
Come on, dude. This is a browsing culture. If you want to go haggling, jump on an EasyJet flight to Marrakesh.
That's right.
Knock yourself out. Mm-hmm. Start make me haggle outside my house.
Yeah.
Like I'm in an exotic souk.
Yeah.
This isn't a souk.
You're going to haggle your way out of a fucking headlock if you're not. I'll give you £8.50 to let this go. No, I'm kind of looking for 10.
Yeah, well, that's not what your wife told me to do. My wife and your wife have agreed that you're taking the stone slabs away and I'm choking you out for a bit. Your wife paid me, that's what the 50p in the £7.50 was. Give you a good 20-minute throttling for 50 pence.
I bet you there is a woman out there who sends her dickhead of a husband to get in fights. Knows that he can't help himself and just finds the roughest people on Facebook to send him to the door of, now don't take any less than $5 for it. Oh, all right, honey.
Yeah, all right. Oh, Gary, how's your temper this evening? Angry. Off you go. Off you go to the old estate beside the prison. Oh, that's dirty, man. Making you haggle.
Yeah.
When you've already got it down the stairs.
Never. Yeah, I wish we'd had this podcast at that time. We could have done a whole episode on him. I would have done research on that guy.
Oh, yeah. Oppo, it's called, in the world of politics. Oh, yes. Find out the dirty secrets about them.
Wow.
Yes.
I don't even need to. I know his dirty secret.
Yes.
He's a haggler.
Yeah. The fact he's been presenting on ITV for years as well. We all know his dirty secret. I didn't mean to get into it, but...
Oh, right.
Philip Schofield.
Yes.
He's having an affair with it. What was the term he used? It's unwise but legal.
Unwise but legal. It was also the name of his favorite publication.
Just an 18-year-old owl. Topless 18-year-old owl.
Just graduated. Got a little graduation cap on him.
It's a hoot, but it's legal. Who is the first Eejit you would like to bring to the table?
The first official Eejit is a chap here in England. He did such bad TikToks that he got arrested.
Can you arrested for being not good on TikTok?
I mean, if it's a crime, they're
Yeah,
going to
no,
have
it
to
is.
arrest a lot of people.
Yeah, so this kid,
Mizzy.
Now, so this kid, British kid, he's on TikTok. He's in London, and he's got a court order or what's that? He's basically banned.
Yeah,
From
he's
TikTok.
not supposed to do it anymore.
Yeah, because what he considered pranks. Let me list some of the pranks that the police are now involved for. The prank of stealing someone's dog.
Yeah.
The prank of breaking into someone's house. The prank of walking into a library and ripping up books in front of the librarians.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't think he understands what a prank is. This was happened to poor old Missy. And at the moment, I think at first I thought, no, he's an idiot. But now I'm thinking, you're probably more of a prick if you steal someone's dog for internet clout.
Yeah, he's a prick, but he's about to get his comeuppance because they're telling him they told him not to do it anymore, and he's already made another thing and had to be rearrested, and he does not seem to realize he has a lady face.
Pardon?
He's got a very feminine face, and he's risking prison. He's about to be in a couple of other shaky camera phone footage.
Oh, yeah.
If he's not careful,
Yeah, you're gonna get pranked hard in there. Dude.
Oh yes, yeah. There's a TikTok on the dark web, and you are about to be very famous on it.
Prank! I just beat you over the head with a pool cue. Now he's gonna prank you in that room for the next 3 years.
I stole someone's dog once. Come in here.
I had my dog stolen. The only love I ever truly had. Come in here. It's mental. It's just nuts.
Yeah, but I reckon what's going to happen with him is he's going to keep doing it, but then it's going to be like other TikTokers. He's going to influence other TikTokers, and they're going to start attacking each other.
Easily, yeah.
Like Highlander, and whoever is at the end gets all the followers and all of the clout. It's a much bigger story than I think we think it is. It just seems funny to us, but it is a symptom, I think,
Of
what's to come.
which is
Worse and worse.
Tell us, goddammit.
Worse and worse things in TikTok and in that.
100%. But the thing is, apart from anything else, apart from the pranks that he has done aren't pranks. They're just criminal acts. These aren't pranks. But that doesn't get away from the fact that all pranksters are psychopaths.
Yeah.
I was looking for who are the sort of great pranks in history, the great prankers. Because they're all they're all sociopaths. And there's nothing, when it comes to the sociopaths of history, you can't really go better than a Roman emperor.
Ah, yes.
I must admit, I'd never heard of this Roman emperor. I'm struggling to pronounce his name, but let's give it a go. Elagabalus.
Whoa.
Must have been a later one.
Yeah.
There was a while they had 3 emperors on the go at any one time. But Elagabalus, he started off in his pranking career by just having really important guests around for banquets and feasts and getting to sit on a whoopee cushion. That's how well whoopee cushions are.
Wow.
Yes, they massively predate the Bronx cheer. There's actually, whoopee cushions were around in the time of Rome.
But they were just small, gaseous children.
Yes, they were
they
slaves.
fart.
You just sit on a slave till they farted. Bring forth flatulence.
Now put it under he's gone to the bathroom. Put it under his pillow. Now you be quiet, slave boy. Be quiet.
Slave. More beans while we wait.
Pop some corn for the slave boy.
3 types of beans. Bring him the black beans from Brazil.
I want it to be a really big one.
But this in the history of it, like pranksters are going, this is what he started off with, was whoopee cushions. It's alagabalos.
Yeah.
But then, as is the way with pranksters, because they're, psychopaths, as I've already said, it's never just exactly what's happened to Mizzy. You just can't help but just doing more for attention. So he moved on from whoopee cushions to the next level of prank, was just at a banquet, releasing snakes. Prank! What the fuck? Not a prank. Release the snakes. You're lying down, having grapes fed to you. You know what I mean? Enjoying.
Looking forward to the orgy.
Looking forward to a wonderful evening in the vomitorium. just throwing back up swan. Stuffed dormice and quail's eggs and whatnot. Just watching a slave boy fart. Next thing.
The farting choir of the slave boys.
Good Lord, are they fat? No, they're full of fat.
Now, sit on them.
Release the snakes.
Yeah.
It's not like...
They just bit all the slave boys. The slave boys are dead.
It's not very good now. It's not fun. No. It's just dead boys. Coming up after the break. There we go. But that was... But like I said, it's just escalation. So Alagabalos.
Yeah.
That wasn't enough for him then. Releasing the snakes. His next prank was, he'd have, his parties, his symposiums, his orgies. It is big gaff. People would obviously stay over. Right? Ready for prank number 3. And it's only at this point that people went, hang on, I think this emperor of ours might be a little bit screwy. He'd wait till all his guests went asleep and then just release a bear into their bedroom.
It's like
Ta-da!
it's like when bands like a difficult second album. He scored a big hit with those whoopee cushions, and then he was just didn't have any ideas for the second one.
You soothsayer, come here. I have a plan. Farting. That's very good, sir. Yes. It's like an involuntary. It's like having a second mouth. It's extraordinary. Yes. Well, I'm thinking of moving on to snakes. Defang snakes, sir? No. Really, very deadly. I tell you, they're all psychopaths.
Yeah.
This is the only thing that I thought, I guess, is sort of like a prank. And by the way, this is technology that is being used in Ukraine right now. Is fake tanks.
Yes.
So, any enemy spotters now, it's satellite dishes and whatnot. But they have perfected them, that unless you're literally right beside it, it's a blow-up tank. You inflate it like a bounty castle. But the detail on it is, unless you're stood beside it, you can't tell it's a fake tank.
Well, all the children bouncing on it.
Yeah, I mean, there is the relentless sound of whee! A weird creepy man standing over demanding people take their shoes off.
Yeah, it's all the shoes beside the that's how you know it's actually a fake tank. But then now they know that you think that, So they put shoes beside real tanks, because now you don't know. Ha-ha! Double prank.
Triple prank. We're putting wheels on the castle. Follow that, Mizzy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they, in the Second World War, they did it, right? They was in the North Africa campaign. The Allies had fake inflatable tanks to baffle the Nazis, the Luftwaffe in the air, and it did. It worked for weeks on end, and then one day they realised their ruse had been blown because the Nazis dropped wooden bombs on their inflatable tanks. I mean, essentially, I'm saying, God, don't the Nazis have a great sense of humour? But what I'm still saying is that's still better than these psychopaths.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal a dog.
Yeah. I concur. And don't think this will be the last we hear of Mizzy, but this will be the last. It's very soon going to be a cautionary tale.
Yes, well, I'd hope it doesn't get it, because in the end of the day, he's 18, and 18-year-olds are pricks.
Yeah.
Or certainly can be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he might just be in a prick phase. Hopefully this fucking prick pulls his head out of his ass and doesn't end up doing something really stupid for clout.
Yeah.
Although, yeah. You never know. What we're saying to you, Mizzy, is good luck.
Good luck to you, kid.
Good
You're
luck.
Gonna need it.
You're gonna need it. Because there's no timeout on that app, is there? You could set spending controls on a gambling app. You can't spend showing off controls on TikTok. What other Eejits do we have?
Well, speaking of lenient law enforcement, we have an example of not so lenient law enforcement, where we will be traveling all the way to Australia, where an officer of the law tasered a 95-year-old woman.
Yes, that's right. I mean, it has to be said, we've been talking about this story all week. And it turns out this particular old lady has passed away. We want to be extremely clear that everybody knows we're very sorry for her family and whatnot. We are not laughing at her. We're laughing
not
at
at all.
fucking Eejits of law enforcement.
Yeah.
Again. So the 95-year-old woman is in a care home.
That's where you keep them.
Yeah. She who had dementia. 95-year-old woman with dementia. She's she was tasered. And the only reason possible that you as a cop should be tasing a 95-year-old woman is if you were a 115-year-old cop. Right? The only
And she's
reason.
got the drop on you.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They're going, genuinely, as some like this will be mitigating circumstances. The police report was like she had a carving knife.
Wow.
On a 95, well, like, that would have only weighed her down. And she was, not only that, in the police report, it said that she was coming towards the cops with a carving knife. You go, all right, that sounds like taser territory. She was 95. That doesn't sound like taser territory. She had dementia. Definitely not taser territory. Yeah. And by coming at the cops, she was coming at them on a fucking walking frame.
Darting towards them.
On a
with a walking frame.
So like
barreling towards us.
So she's holding the meat cleaver. It was a sort of a carving knife, but also operating a walking frame. So it's in her hand, but she's also like,
yeah. Nobody.
I'm just.
It says, when they give those tasers out, there's a list of people you're not supposed to tase, and it's right in there. The demented.
Don't taser the elderly.
The elderly, the demented. Yeah. Don't taser anybody that's holding a metal frame. Yeah. I would imagine. Wouldn't that exclude you?
95. Don't taser anybody that you could gently lower into a chair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's you could disarm
think
her
you
by
could-
just putting the kettle on.
Yeah, exactly. A cup of tea would have sent her back towards the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had approached her with a nice cup of tea in one hand and a nice biscuit in the other, what's the clang? What's that? That's the sound of a knife being dropped.
Yeah. And was there any reason why she had the meat cleaver?
She's 95 and she had dementia.
Yeah. I mean, those homes can be rough places, though. You know?
Yeah, I don't think
You gotta pack a shiv sometimes.
Well, I mean, you sometimes got to throw somebody off the top deck.
What you gotta do, if you find yourself in an old folks' home, you go up to the biggest guy there and you knock him out. That's how you get respect in these places.
And Trevor's not big. This is another one of those ones where you go, how did this happen? I know you saw this, was it last week? Do you know who Jake Sullivan is?
No. Tell me who he is.
He is Joe Biden's national security advisor.
Ah.
And so he's one of the main guys who spearheaded how the West is taking on Putin and Russia.
Is this the guy you saw in the airport?
Yes, that's the very one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I do know who he is.
Yeah. So that was I was in Shannon Airport. And there, Shannon Airport's a really strange airport because it's about a third of the airport is US sovereign territory.
Yeah, there's always a bunch of soldiers in there.
Always. There's always US military. But there's only one bar stroke cafe. It's a tiny, tiny airport, really. And I look around and I go, that's Jake Sullivan. I'm sure it is. I've seen him on the news. And then I looked around and everybody had a touch of the West Wing about them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They all had that. They're all West Wingy looking.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure. And then a giant dude came over and went, your plane's ready, Mr. Sullivan. Well, this guy is literally... So the plan that he came up with, he's one of the people that came up with, was it's called pre-bunking. Instead of waiting for Russia to do something evil and then let them flood the zone with bullshit and lies. That was very unusual how last year America went, Russia's about to invade Ukraine. And the Russians were like, no, we're not. Like, so exaggerating. And then obviously when they did, like, for number one, the French sacked their chief spy straight away. You knew nothing. It's how they got Berlin and Paris to get on board so quickly behind backing Ukraine.
Wow.
This guy's policy. So that, it was the winter, and I went, go over and say hello to him. I just said, I'll just take my coat off, roll up my sleeves, just approach gently, slowly.
Yeah. Put him in a headlock. 10 quid to get out.
Your wife sent me. Facebook Marketplace prank. Somebody film this.
Yeah. Oh, it's being filmed, sir.
Joke's on you, I wanted to get tranquil.
That's not a tranquilizer. You just descend into a purple sludge. Oh, tranquilizer.
Just moving on with my life through the drain system. Joke's on you.
Don't touch Sullivan.
But the point I'm making is he is one of the most senior people in Joe Biden's administration. He's right at the forefront of the war against Russia,
Yeah.
right? So, like, you couldn't be looking for a higher value target for assassination.
And to be clear, we're not looking for higher.
No, we're not. We're looking for real low.
Yeah, just just a bar full of soldiers. That's all we're looking for.
We're only really interested in fighting dudes that want to haggle over Facebook Marketplace fucking furniture in the front garden. That's our level of assassination target.
Yeah.
But his house got broken into.
Wow.
Yeah, the the dudes in the earpiece, the glasses and the national, what are they called? Secret Service.
Secret Service, yeah.
Secret Service dudes.
I thought you meant the Blues Brothers for a second.
Yeah, I mean the Blues Brothers. Jake and Elroy Blues.
They broke into his house. They were looking for a roast chicken and a loaf of bread.
Dry white toast. We're on a mission from God, sir. No. So his house gets broken into. You go, oh my God, fanatic.
Yeah.
Oh my God, demented lunatic, armed.
Yeah, Nancy Pelosi's husband's buddy.
Yeah, any of that. Exactly. Any of that. 3 a.m, house gets broken into.
Yeah.
And the Secret Service didn't even notice. And there was a guy on the front and the back of the house. Do you know who it was? A drunk dude that thought it was his house. A drunk guy.
Yeah, well, maybe that's how you get in. Like, everything is, like, it's ninja-proof, but it's not idiot-proof.
That's right. They've planned, exactly. Maybe only a drunk guy can actually limbo under all those lasers. Just perfectly coordinated. There's lasers all the way across the room, but only a drunk guy can stumble through just in the perfect combination.
Yeah, they've been...
Fixing a shoe, getting back up, burping, farting, scratching head.
Calling for a pizza.
Losing a shoe, hopping the next picture.
All the while trying to be... Shh, my wife's asleep.
In somebody's house. I don't remember having a national security clearance. It's unbelievable.
And did the guy's story check out, though? Like, did he have a Russian accent? And
I think
I'm sorry, I'm alcoholic, and this is my house.
It's true, actually, yeah. If there's any nation that could just infiltrate the world with drunks.
Yeah.
I'm just drunk. Of course. Please, Boris.
Yeah. Back in the Kremlin, they're celebrating him. But he was captured. How did he get out? He realized that nobody else in America would be drunk at that kind of time. So he just goes, "Hey, I'm drunk," and everybody's like, "Yeah, he is a drunk. I can smell it." And they let him go.
He went to drawers, tried to find special secrets, but then had nap. He said a really drunk spy in. You find all the secrets, but then you can't. Forgot how to use a laptop.
Yeah,
Just waking up to the sound of a really drunk guy. Just spending hours trying to get a fire stick into your laptop. Dunk. Fucking right way up.
He just brought back 3 takeaway menus.
General, I now know he likes Thai food.
Can you use that? Maybe,
No, next time you can go.
Yeah.
Like Thai? Yes. Like suit? Ha ha ha. Betray your country. I found this couch. Smelled very much like dog.
Now. After what I did to it. Again. It happened again. That's all you need to know.
Hey, calm down. You want betray country? My lad. Just a shit face. It's actually way more scary.
Yeah.
Like, that's. Have you ever had the 3 a.m.? No, we're both married men. 2 other people.
Yeah.
we have wives. We have children. Have you ever had the sleep in the night and there's a noise?
Drunk trying to get into your house?
No, just the noise downstairs. Go downstairs and see what it is, dear.
Yeah. I've been. Yeah.
It's a moment, isn't it? It's a
I
moment.
know.
It's quite the moment.
Yeah. You always. I regret always not sleeping in tougher clothing.
I wish I'd slept in all my leather.
That's why I was sleeping in those leather chaps. Just in case a man broke in.
Just trying to stumble into my biker. Put my chainmail on. Yeah, we heard the middle
Just
of
my Hello Kitty nightie. Nobody's supposed to know about this.
All right, it's my goodbye kitty night. That's what she said. I heard, in the middle of the night, crash, sound of glass and wood breaking.
Wow.
3 a.m. I'm like, what? This is, I'm like, get the nudge.
Stone Cold Steve Austin's breaking into your house.
Steve.
Sorry, man. Where's the beer?
Okay, Steve, it's fine. You know where the fridge is. I'm a spot. You're not. You're not. You're a very famous wrestler. You don't need to make these things up.
Your life is cooler than your lies, Steve.
That'd be a great bumper sticker. Your life is cooler than your lies. Honk if you feel seen. I went down and I just thought, oh, God, that can only be a break-in.
Yeah, that's what I would assume.
Yeah, so I got some sporting equipment. And then I was just stumbling into clothes, and I thought, no, I think the sporting equipment is enough.
Yeah.
So I just went downstairs, naked but ready for some sport.
The ping pong paddle.
I said ready for some sport. I didn't say what sport, did I? I walked downstairs.
It's not a ping pong paddle when I'm using it.
Just naked and threw some dice across the floor.
Snake eyes.
Hey
guys, it's Snake Eyes.
If you'd shouted Yahtzee, I was going to let you go.
Yeah, why does it say 7 on the dice? No, I'm Snake Eyes.
I'm Snake Eyes. God.
You're Philip Schofield. No, I'm Snake Eyes.
My code name is Philip Schofield. Well, it used to be, but now it's been kind of...
We had to change that. There's a lot of heat on that code name now.
But it turns out there was nobody. It was what it was. It's no more nails. Doesn't work. That's what it was. It was a large, heavy mirror breaking at 3 a.m.
Wow. Mm-hmm. You hung up a mirror with like some tape?
I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that. I ain't saying who it is because I'm not a snitch.
Yeah, you gotta go back up into the bedroom with your little golf putter. Well, honey, we're gonna have a talk tomorrow about basic physics. But we're gonna go to sleep now.
No more nails.
I don't know where I can stick that so it'll sink in, but not on the wall because it will not adhere to that.
Well, it's what they call in American politics the 3 a.m. call. What would you do?
Yeah.
And now I know. I would just walk downstairs naked with some sporting equipment. That's what I'll do.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. Whether I have armed bodyguards on the door of my property or not. I don't, by the way. But even if I did, 3 a.m., that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you deal with potentially dangerous situations. You stay naked.
Stay naked. Get low and stay naked.
Get low, stay naked. Bring some sporting equipment with you. What you don't do is in any way take any physical action against a sweet old lady. Whether she was sweet or not, we don't actually know. But by all accounts, she was a very nice person. And a 95-year-old person, man or woman, doesn't deserve that.
No more tasering the elderly, and I can't believe we've had to tell you.
It does feel like that sometimes. You go,
Yeah.
surely that's a given.
Yeah. Well, moving on, we will head to China.
Ooh, the Middle Kingdom.
Yeah. Yes.
Cathay, as they used to call it in medieval Europe.
Was that Cathay? I always thought that was Japan. See how wrong you can be?
Sure, how wrong you can be about things.
So China's name used to be Cathay?
Cathay. So nice. I mean, we have a totally different country. It doesn't sound scary at all.
Yeah, she was married to Chad for a while.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Which it's ironic that we're making fun of China's name because it is transpired that the Chinese government is very sensitive about jokes about their military.
Really?
You can't. A comedian in China. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he performs under the name House, and his name is like Hirosao or so.
Okay.
So yeah, he calls himself House, and he did a joke that he'd adopted a dog, and it was chasing squirrels in the park, and he compared, and I want to get this phrase right. He said the dog was chasing the squirrels with a good work style, and they were able to fight and win battles. Maybe it's funnier in Chinese, I don't know, but he was fined $2 million for that, and he's been fired from his agency and no longer allowed to perform comedy.
Oh, is this the guy? That was a play on words. It had been some sort of military slogan for the Chinese army in the Korean War.
Yeah, Z, is that what it is? Yeah, because Z had said it about the military, but I didn't know that he was just quoting it too.
Right. And that's him. He's fined $2 million.
Yeah, but dollars, not like 2 million of the
renminbi.
Yeah, whatever. How much was that? Oh, it's $12. No. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, $2 million just in case your military heard that a dog was chasing squirrels and it reminded somebody of the military.
Yeah, I don't really think if you're a military, get offended by jokes. Maybe your military or shit. Like, I mean, I know you've heard of the expression "thin skin."
No.
But yeah, I mean, it's it just shows you how brittle dictatorships are, aren't they?
Yeah.
They you can't have anybody criticize. Not the leader or the soldiers. Won't somebody think of the feelings of the soldiers? What, the dudes that were going to plug gaps in military? We're going to send 10,000 dudes to just plug a gap while there's artillery firing on them.
Yeah.
But while they're being turned into meat in a field, everybody could just think about their feelings.
Yeah. Is that like is it promised to them in the recruitment videos? Do you want to be a soldier? Do you want to make sure no one makes a joke about you? Because those jokes really hurt, don't they? Join the army, son.
If you want to get back at bullies. If you're sick of people going, hey, fatty, fat, join the army. Not just a regular army, a communist army. All the cruelty, none of the competence.
Yeah, just a guy getting relentlessly teased on the bus. Get an edge on life. Join the army where they can't make fun of you.
It's just one of those giant communist army parades. Thousands of soldiers goose-stepping in line. Halfway along, 4 lines in, there's just a guy gently sobbing. What's wrong with him? Somebody said that his teeth were crooked. What?
He'd made a meal for everyone last night, and they said it wasn't very flavorsome.
Oh my God. Get the nuclear weapons. Oh God.
The most overly sensitive army in the world.
If you want to know what feelings feel like, son, join the Chinese Communist Party. Join the long march to feelings. We have a 5-year plan, the great leap forward into sensitivity.
We got a policy in this army. Don't say, don't snicker. Don't point it out.
No side eye either. No innuendo. I have one more for you. This is an astonishing story. And actually, weirdly, it kind of surprised me it doesn't happen more. Maybe it is the tip of the iceberg. But there's an English Premier League player, a guy called Ivan Toney.
Yes.
Plays for Brentford.
Yes,
So in
he
the
does.
Premiership. So, Brentford aren't a particularly big club or particularly storied club. But, they're in the Premiership, which is, one of the biggest sporting franchises in the world.
Yeah, and you're always one chic away from all of a sudden you are on the biggest team in the world.
100%. Absolutely. All it takes is just one very, very wealthy man in the Gulf to go, bored of horses. What else can I get to run around? Englishman. Bring the Englishman.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Is there a way I could have a team of horses? Is there a way I could play my favorite horses on my team? No? What? Why?
Well, I mean, there's no reason why not. I mean, the Geordies just don't have 4 legs. So. The Saudi royal family now own Newcastle United.
Yeah.
What a cultural mismatch that is. Over here are people that insist in veiling their women. Over here are people whose women don't own coats. No skin, too much skin.
Maybe that's it's culturally the happy medium. They're blending and they'll come out of it appropriately attired, maybe.
What do you mean? Can we just meet in the middle?
Yeah.
We'll show our women's faces will be on display in public as long as your women's arses aren't. All right, Dale. Well, the tits are staying out. Of course.
Yeah. We didn't buy the team for the football. We quite enjoy that part.
No, the only complaint ever of show. How dare you? The tune. Don't talk about the tune like that. But this guy, Ivan Toney, has been sanctioned by the governing body. I think he's suspended for a year, 18 months. He's got a fair old stretch.
Yeah.
He's been suspended because he was gambling. Mm-hmm. No, it's not just that. He was gambling on the games he was playing in.
And was he scoring a lot of own goals in these games?
A lot of weird corners. Ivan's in the corner again. He's trying to play the game out in the corner. But it's only 23 minutes into the game. No, he actually bet against his own team. Now that's dirty.
Yeah.
That's for me.
It's frowned upon.
You know what I mean? You know, everybody knows there's a lot of sport gambling problems in this world. It's too easy now. It's all on people's phones. But he betted against his own team while playing in them.
Yeah.
That is dirty. You know, he's like a London dude like that, man. Ivan Tony. When I heard that, I just had just imagine just going around the dressing room before going, all right, guys, anybody who's feeling this? Yeah, maybe had a long weekend, feel a bit tired. Who's not really up for it? Yeah. Should we just phone it in? Maybe a draw. Who wants to play for like a 0-0 draw? Maybe 0-0 at half time. What do you think, guys? You look a bit tired, man. You okay? You want to talk about something really personal and upsetting before we go out?
I've made everyone some chili.
You know what I've been told? Like, I got this new coach. It says if we eat these chilies raw, yeah, you play incredible chili-based football.
Yeah, more turkey.
I'm tired, man. I don't think I'm gonna. You know what I say, guys? Don't pass to me, yeah. The minute I'm in the box, just go around me, man. You work it out, yeah. Why does the striker have to win the game?
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't we play each other's positions today?
Yeah, let's just shake it all up, yeah? Give me them gloves, man. Give me them. Fuck around, man. Give me them gloves. You get out there, you lanky.
It's easy. You just kick it in the net.
That's it, man. Look at you, lanky Belgian. Get out there, man. You play up front. Let's switch it up here, man. Let's spice this thing up a little bit.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll learn. We'll learn and play at the same time.
Yeah. Till a 0-0 draw at half time.
Yeah, that's the big. That's what we really want to focus on here, guys. 0-0.
Nothing. Half time, nothing. And then, you know, I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, whatever. We'll go back to the old way after the 0-0 draw at half time. We need to throw in at the 37-minute mark too. I think that's what'll confuse him if we just.
You know what? Football is too unpredictable, yeah? So it'll really throw people if I just keep getting corners. Fucking hell. How he thought he was going to get away with it. Like.
Well, he's so suspended. He's not even in FIFA anymore, like the game, the video game.
Really?
Yeah, you can't pick him.
Really?
Just in case he's trying to now tinker with those scores too.
But he's just kind of like, all right, he's now been diagnosed as a gambling addict. Okay.
I could have told you that. Diagnosed. We had some of the finest doctors in the land. Apparently, his problem. Wow.
Turns out if a man is willing to risk a £10 million a year job for 50 quid, for 150 quid acca,
He might.
have a gambling problem.
Yeah. So it wasn't his first bet, really? Oh, okay.
That's interesting. Not your first flutter is try and toilet my own team. I mean, some of those Premiership games, you know, I mean, nobody's paying attention. I mean, only 500 million people. Well, Ivan, we hopefully you do pull your head out your arse because you're a quality footballer. You've got the whole rest of your life to fucking flush your cash down the toilet.
Yeah.
And give it to gambler, as Homer Simpson referred to his wife's gambling addiction.
Ah, yes. Yeah. And it's I feel sorry. The Eejits in that story are. I mean, he's not a wise man for doing that, but let's remember that he's probably wearing a a gambling site on his chest every day. And I don't think football can preach from too high of a horse at him. It'd be like a strip club owner firing one of the strippers for using coke. Like, it'd be like,
Why do you think she was in those shoes? You think a sober woman wants to get around in them?
yeah. So the whole system needs tearing down, but we can't do that right now. So
We're now good at systemic tearing downs.
no, we don't. Do
All we can do is on Eejits of the World is point out who's being a fucking Eejit.
Yeah.
Tell them we're also Eejits, and just try and dial it back just to Egypt again.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And if you are a leading nation and you've got a large army, I mean, just take it on the chin, you cunts. Yeah. You know, you've a very scary army. There you go. Mm-hmm. You're no good at fighting the Indians up in the mountains, and the Vietnamese have handed you your ass on half a dozen occasions so far.
Wow.
But other than that, no, you're a very good army.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. Take a joke.
That's right. You look weaker trying to show that you're not weak.
That's right. Do you know what? That could have been a quote from The Art of War.
Yeah. Or the fart of war. Which was... What was the Roman emperor?
Flatulatus. That was the slave boy.
What a wonderful way to draw this episode to a close, I believe.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, you've had enough Eejits for the week.
You've had enough.
Go
Now-
forth and make new mistakes. And
Yeah.
so shall we.
And Sauron's all-seeing Egypt eye will view you. And maybe you get on the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a
Pod People production.
It's been a Pod People production.
Pod people.